but he was asking questions, and he could be working for someone. Yet I don't know. Oh, hello! Oh my god, look at her!
Lady Marjorie.
She is amazing and beautiful.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Okay. Let's go and discuss it.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course, and I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first.
And that is?
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
So, are you gonna
CERSEI
send me away?
herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Say what?
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
a traitor.
Cersei loves to do
Of
that,
course
to
not.
declare you
It's only
a traitor
an
when
excuse
you're
to
not
torment you
one,
and
so
by
yeah.
extension, me.
By her, everybody's a
She demands
traitor.
an audience.
Everybody.
She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
That's what you do. That's what she does, actually. She
See if the Queen Regent
does
is ready to
tell
receive
her
us.
what she wants to know, and or hears, and Cersei thinks of her as a good lady, but her motive still, I don't get it. She wants something. Everybody
You'll be
wants
fine.
something in this
I
game,
know you will.
or in this
You
world.
may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Is she ready? I think
Good
so.
luck.
Oh yeah, good luck. Well, that's gonna be useful. Now, let's go and talk to Cersei. Wow, damn. Like, the best thing about this game is, like, you can talk to the actual characters that are in the book and the TV show, and you can actually progress the game as I would actually if I was there.
You can do this.
In the world itself. So, yeah. Okay, hey, there's Tyrion. Hey, the little guy. Love him. He's an awesome dude, isn't he? Because he just has his own thing, doesn't
Lady
he?
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Oh yes.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
And there
With
she
your
is.
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
Oh yes, the queen is
Girl knows her
pleased.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Oh yeah, sure you
Is your
want.
family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet,
And
for
yet
centuries
what?
the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Oh really?
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty.
I should have said that now. Oh god, that was a wrong
Is your
answer.
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Ah, they betrayed them.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
Well, not about you. I mean, I
Have the
would
girl
do
to
anything to
CERSEI.
protect my
Seems
house
as
if
she
it was a
fought
stake.
beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
And there is Tyrion.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
That's exactly...
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one
Oh
could
boy,
flit
I'm
through
so gonna
life
get
without
killed.
ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Finally! Someone with a common sense.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Like you.
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Oh, I gotta be
sure she
smart.
The girl answer the question. Go on.
Oh boy.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Don't worry.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
Yes, just
The
look at
most
me.
dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Oh yeah, she gets through me. She reads me.
I'd
She
like
does
a word
read
with
me.
you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm still gonna get killed.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That's
True that.
took courage to so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although CERSEI seemed quite pleased.
Oh, don't worry.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you.
She did.
But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
Yeah, I kinda
I
can.
suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
And
Lady
you'll be the
Marjorie
guy.
would not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate CERSEI. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Oh boy.
It may be far too dangerous.
Oh.
In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
That is true.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's
Oh, yeah.
Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
That is true. It's like, of all the like towns and cities in like the whole 7 Kingdoms, King's Landing is just wow. It is the nest of vipers and all kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh boy.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went
It
well.
went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding.
Oh yeah, the wedding.
Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Oh god. Oh god.
It's true.
I know that joke. Oh god.
And Oberyn
That
Martell,
just-
the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Oh god.
It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse.
A bit? Nah, he's
Perhaps
a lot
Lady
perverse.
Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
For him? Nah, that's not cool, man.
Would you
I would
marry
rather
Joffrey?
marry the
You
Hound
mentioned
or the
Queen.
Mountain rather than him.
He does have
Than
a
Joffrey.
certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
And a crazy
I
husband?
might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Ah.
Let's see, who else should we marry off?
How about the Hound?
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir
Oh.
Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Oh boy.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
Oh boy, Marjorie is
This
like...
is not
A game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Oh, really?
Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Oh god.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
I did it for you.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Of course.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Oh yes.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your
Oh
family.
yeah, they're quite nasty.
I do
when it comes to
appreciate
that.
your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
I do have to ask.
I
Even though
did
it
have
is...
a favor to ask of you in return.
Oh boy.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Okay.
It's about my family.
Please save it.
I trust her.
They'll die.
Go on.
Oh boy.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow.
Oh, yes.
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Well, do
Is
your
the situation
thing.
that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I regret the words I said it, but something really needs to happen, like right now.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Oh yeah.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Oh my god, politics in this game, it's
Very
like so
well.
crazy.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.